Good morning. A few things I would like to cover with you today before I send you on to working on your assignment. First of all, I'm recording this on Friday, so things may have changed by Tuesday when you're watching this, but I doubt if there's any major changes. The Democrats have figured out who their candidate will be. Even though all the primaries and caucuses have not been completed yet, Bernie Sanders has dropped out of the race. So that leaves Joe Biden as a Democratic candidate against President Trump. Now, there's still a number of primaries and caucuses that need to be held, and Joe Biden hasn't reached the delegate count that he needs. He needs 1,991. There's 1,217 is what he has right now. But because Bernie Sanders has dropped out, there's nobody else to receive any of these. The other thing is, I don't know when all these primaries and caucuses are going to be. The original schedule is all thrown out the window because of COVID 19. And I realize that Wisconsin, for whatever reason, had their primary last week. Most of the states have postponed them and moved them to another time. And I think that is what was making it difficult for the Democrats to figure out what exactly they're doing. So Bernie Sanders decided that he would drop out of the race, leaving it essentially to Joe Biden, who is the only candidate remaining. Originally, the Democrats planned on holding their convention in mid-July. They have moved that date to the 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th of August. That is a week before the Republicans hold their convention. So both conventions, as of right now, are scheduled in mid to late August. As of right now, they're scheduled the same way. Like, conventions are huge gatherings of people, 4 days of it, and speeches and so on. Certainly, if this COVID 19 thing has not worked itself out by then, that there may be some changes in that. But as of right now, that's what we're looking at. So we have the two candidates. We have President Trump versus Joe Biden. I want you to do a PolitiFact assignment again. We've done one of these, a couple weeks ago. I want you to do another. If you go to PolitiFact, it may not look like this. This is what it looks like on Friday. But by the time you guys are opening it up on Tuesday, it may not look exactly the same, but there will be articles there. I want you to do articles this time on either elections or on one of the two candidates. So if you scroll down here, some of the things are on milk production. I don't want you to do that. But this one is about voting by mail, something that President Trump had talked about. He doesn't want mail-in votes during the general election, and the Democrats would. So you could do this one. So by Tuesday, there could be other articles dealing with voting and things along those lines. If not, or if you prefer not to do one on voting, choose one of the two candidates. So here, if you go to people, there's President Trump and Joe Biden. If you go to Joe Biden, you notice that there's a number of things either said about or said by Joe Biden. You can use any of those articles if you want, and you remember you click on them, and then there's an article here, and the assignment will have a summary there. Or if you prefer to do President Trump, these are things either said by President Trump or about President Trump, and you can do those. You may also go to the media, but I want you to don't look at the individuals, but the 2020 elections. So there might be some things on here that newsletters, things along those lines that you might want to take a look at. So that will be your assignment. You should be able to find something on certainly either of the candidates or election stuff. We'll get back to notes again tomorrow, and then on Thursday and then Friday you will have an election simulation that you do that I think you'll find pretty interesting. There's an assignment that goes with it as well, but I think you'll find that pretty interesting. All right, have a good rest of the day. I will get back to you again tomorrow.